It's with honor that I welcome you all to the annual virtual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. My name is Aaron Goldstein, or Goldie, and I'm a husband, father, son, and community leader in a city I love to call home. I understand that we all arrived this morning with different narratives, different beliefs, different perspectives, different hopes, and different hurts. But today I want to take some time to encourage you to pause and focus on an incredible human being who deserves to be celebrated, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This morning, I want to focus on what it truly means to be of service to others in our community. I choose to focus on service that leads to hope, compassion, and understanding, because what I choose to believe in builds strength in people and makes each individual feel like they matter, because they do. If you are like me, you have experienced pain and hurt, especially these past few years. I believe many, if not all of you, have personally been through some difficult times, and at times it has been a challenge not to give up. I am inspired by the spirit I have learned about from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I want to share my thoughts on hope, compassion, and understanding through my journey's life lessons, so we all have a plan of impact and not of surrender. My journey is truly inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s most persistent and urgent question: what are you doing for others? This morning, I choose to share my journey. Throughout my journey, moments with people of different cultures and backgrounds have taught me important life lessons. This morning, I choose to share my lessons, many lessons not outwardly obvious, lessons that inspire me to embrace my most authentic self, be intentional in my actions, be mindful of others, and be a person of energy. I truly believe our journeys connect all of us together. My journey matters. Your journeys matter. My journey, where I recognize I am privileged and have struggles like many others. However, my life is not more difficult due to my privilege. My journey as a police officer that has certainly created internal struggles and uncovered how challenging it is to embrace my authentic self. My journey, where I have learned that prejudice, bias, and racism is real, but so is love, hope, and togetherness. My journey in waking up every single day and deciding to be the change that our Fond du Lac community needs. My journey in learning that I must listen non-defensively to people's truths if I want to keep the conversation going for inclusion and racial equity advancements. My journey in the repair of trust and relationships sparked by the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota. My journey that has taught me to be mindful of the significance of moments, both past and present, because moments can still affect you even if you are not there. See, I was not in Minnesota on May 25th, 2020. Yet I am mindful as I wear my police uniform. George Floyd's death had no borders. My journey that witnessed protests erupt over policing and race relations. My journey that felt the immediate negative impact on relationships with police and people of color in our community. My journey that taught me to place an even greater emphasis on community engagement and responsiveness. My journey that reminds me to be mindful of what events teach me. They teach me that I cannot just talk about racism or prejudice when I am impacted. They teach me healing the harm and building unity must be ongoing. My journey that provides personal permission to be angry with police officers who do wrong. That is why you see me and the overwhelming majority of good police officers participating in peaceful protests and peace walks. I am mindfully present in every opportunity to build and maintain trusting relationships. My journey that has taught me to be intentional with my time and recognize the value of spending time with others. My journey that has taught me not to confuse being familiar with people with having a connection. See, I strive to connect with people on a deeper level. A deeper connection allows me to understand, empathize, and make someone else feel like they matter, because they do. My journey to build a better police, supported by a culture of understanding, caring, compassion, and professionalism. I feel blessed I get to serve in a capacity that provides me the opportunity to make a meaningful impact every day and really improve the lives of others. I share my journey as a story of hope and a blueprint to inspire community. Inspire unity. Create the change we want to see in the community we live in. So, in the inspirational words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I now ask you, what are you doing for others? I ask that you be your most authentic self. You all are amazing people. Your journey matters and is unlike no other. Tell your story. There is so much power in your story. There is something so powerful about being genuine and real. See, we may not speak the same language. We may not even eat the same foods, but something beautiful happens when you are your most authentic self. Exchange thoughts lead to a collective voice. We engage and collaborate when we are authentic. Authentic self provides transparency. You know what you do, what you love, what your passions are. Share yourself. Be more vulnerable. Being your true self allows others to truly feel who you are. Trust your journey and life's lessons. So you may not see the results of sharing your journey, especially if you're looking long term. Share your journey anyways. Leave a legacy as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did. Give yourself permission to open up about who you truly are versus who you may be pretending to be. See, when you take the risk to be your most authentic self, it pays dividends in the community that we are trying to build. So again, I ask, what are you doing for others? I ask that you be intentional, be present, and I mean really present. Be purposeful with your time. show up, listen, learn, create spaces where people have opportunities to be present and understand each other as people. Intentional presence contributes to increased trust, safety, and positive relationships. Perceptions change, approaches change, biases change, interactions change, lives change. So again, I ask, what are you doing for others? I ask that you be mindful, be grateful that you get to see things through a different lens. We do not share the same journeys, but mindfulness allows us to start to understand where each other may be coming from. Be mindful of the power of seeing another's perspective. We all have mindfulness work to do. You want to heal the harm? Be mindful of others. The more mindful a person is, the more accepting they are of others, and the more you allow yourself to love others. Even in dark moments, you may feel like nobody gets it. Well, I can tell you there's someone out there that does. So again, I ask, what are you doing for others? I ask that you be a person of energy. Ignite the fire for community. Be the person who walks into a room, school, hospital, nonprofit, university, business, or park and lights it up. You want to positively impact others? You want to impact change? Carry your positive energy into every interaction. Every interaction matters because every interaction can be the one that makes a difference and impacts another for the rest of their life. Making a difference takes energy. Investing in another's well-being, safety, and joy takes an incredible amount of energy. Steward your energy well. Choose to start each morning with positive self-talk and an optimistic outlook on every day and every potential moment. Be the energy. So I ask you one more time, what are you doing for others? We need to start to believe in ourselves, believe in our journeys, believe in our community, believe in our ability to impact hearts and minds one at a time, starting with your own. So that's it. That's our impact plan. That's what we can do for others. Be your most authentic self. Be intentional. Be mindful. Be a person of energy. Through the power of my journey, being intentional, mindful, and full of energy, I learned how to serve and impact others. So I ask you this morning, let's come together and through what we do for others, make this place we call home one of the most inclusive and welcoming cities in the nation. Thank you.